that was collected.
Here's what happens in your body when you're infected. The blue line, that's how long the virus typically lives inside of you. Take a look at the green line. Early on, IgM antibodies appear, but they disappear shortly after. And then the red line, that's the IgG antibody. That's the one that appears after the infection is cleared and might provide immunity. For just how long, how strong, that we don't know yet. We do know that for other coronaviruses like SARS, antibodies lasted 2 to 3 years, and MERS, the Middle East Respiratory Syndrome, had antibody presence of about 3 years. But with this new coronavirus, it's still too early to tell. And in order to answer the question, researchers are going to focus on this term, neutralizing activity. You see, it doesn't necessarily matter how many antibodies you have. It only matters how well they work at keeping the virus from entering a human cell. And that can vary from person to person.
It's fascinating that not everybody that has high levels of antibodies on the test we're doing now actually have very much neutralizing activity, that those antibodies might still be helping. It, causes us to pause a little bit before we, just categorically say if you have high antibodies, you're immune.
What is the real value of having the test?
I think if you're positive on this test, it indicates you've been exposed. That can give you a little bit of peace of mind. I think that, the cough I had 2 weeks ago, that was really COVID-19. It could indicate that, some of your close contacts should be tested.
But perhaps most importantly, Dr. Roback told me something I hadn't really considered before, that if you test positive for the antibodies, that means you've dealt with this infection and you beat it. And chances are that if you're exposed to it again, you'll beat it again. As for me, that part is still an open question mark. I tested negative.
So, Sanjay,